Hi guys. Okay, so let's get started with Sweet Daisy Dreams. I've got my artificial nail that I'm going to do the tutorial on, and I've just got a piece of low-tacked painter's tape here, and I'm just going to put that on diagonally on the nail just so I have more precision for where the angle of those striped pink lines are going to go. So I'm just going to put that across like that. I know this is going to be a more severe angle than what's shown on the original design, but I'm using a wider nail than they have, so I kind of feel like this will probably look okay. Yeah, okay. And so I've got a piece of scrap paper here, and I'm going to be using my favorite striping brush. This is just a brush that I got from the art store. It is number 10/0 Black Gold by Dynasty 206 SL. I got this from Desserts, so you should be able to find it in any of your local craft stores. I'm going to be mixing two colors to get the color that I want. So the first one here, they're both by Art Deco. This one is Intense Pink, and this one here is Magenta. So I'm going to put one drop of each color onto my piece of scrap paper here. So I'm just going to take this and mix these two together. Hopefully it'll give me sort of a magenta kind of color that I'm looking for. And I'm just going to start with the stripes that go down the nail. So I'm going to start at the side. Okay, so the first line I have here is the really fat one. Do your best to just make it a straight line. If it's not super straight, that's okay, because they're not super straight in the image either. Okay, now we've got a bit of a gap, and then we've got a really fine line coming up next. The next line is about just as thick. It's pretty close to this one. And they all are a little thicker near the cuticle, so if your lines start off thicker and get thinner, that's perfectly fine. And I'm even kind of like lightening up my touch so it does get a little thinner near the end. Okay, so the next one we've got is a really fat line. Okay, and then we've got two more skinny lines right at the end. And of course, if you're doing this on your natural nail, not on a nail tip like I am, you're probably going to get some of the nail polish on your cuticles, but that's really not a big deal because you can always just do some cleanup afterwards. So don't be afraid to get right in by your cuticle because you want to have a nice edge there. You don't want to have like a gap between your cuticle and where the nail polish starts. Well, you do, but you want it to be really tiny. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the stripes. I'm going to remove the tape. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for that to dry, and for the flowers, you can either do them freehand. I'm not really in the mood to do them freehand, so I'm going to be using my Konad Image Plate M60. Just mix that away here. I'm going to be using Image Plate M60, and I'm going to be using these flowers here. Probably the bigger one. Well, I think I'll probably be using both of them, but I'm going to be using these flowers instead of drawing the flowers freehand. So I'm just going to wait for this to dry. I'm going to get my stamping plate as well as my stamper and scraper ready, paper towel, and I'm going to be using a special Konad polish for this. I'm going to be using the pink one. And I will also be using the yellow one. To start my stamping, I have got my pink special polish that I'm going to be using for this. And yes, that's my camera that you see in the reflection. If you guys are new to Konad, please check out my, what do I have? I have a couple of intro Konad videos, plus a Konad question and answer video, and a Konad test video. If you are having issues, I will put links to my Konad playlist in the description box, because yeah, I'm just not going to say everything that I'm doing right now. But basically I'm starting with the pink flower. Okay, and this one's going to go right near the, right near the end. Let's see, I'll put that right around there. Okay, so I've got that first flower on. And next I'm going to be doing the small pink flower. And this one's going to go up in the corner here. Around there, I think. Ah, too far over. That's okay, close enough. Okay, next I'm going to be using the yellow polish. And I'm going to be using, I think I'll use the big flower for both of these. Both of the yellow flowers in this design. Okay, and this first one's going to go up at the top here. Right around there. And I'm going to do my second yellow flower. Whoa, that was a lot of polish. Well, that was a bit of a waste. Okay, and this other yellow flower is going to go right around here. Right around there, I think. Of course, the last step is to apply top coat. I'm going to be using Sèche Vite. I like using this for Konad because the brush is really soft and it doesn't smudge. And it doesn't smudge the designs. I also use a really light touch, just in case, because you don't want to end up smearing any of those flowers you just put on. Okay, so that is the final design, the recreation of Sweet Daisy Dreams. Original design by CND. Again, there will be a link in the description box so you can see what the original design looks like. And I will list all of the products that I used in there as well as all of my Konad video, my playlist for my Konad videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's really easy to do and it's kind of fun and funky, very spring-like, which is actually kind of nice because it's kind of feeling springish outside because it's been so warm lately. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!